Okay, we started now. It's going.
Recording.
Yeah, we're going.
Didn't you do your fucking intro thing?
Are we gonna do it again?
Yeah,
Let's do
go
it again.
for it.
Uh,
At least address everyone that's here this time.
okay, everybody.
And how
who's-
Brian's not here because he's playing Fortnite.
Brian's playing Fortnite. We caught him red-handed playing Fortnite in his room. This episode 3 of the podcast.
Two.
Two.
First one is the pilot.
Yeah. Episode 2 of the podcast. On this one, we have Evan, Reese, Josh, and me, which is Tommy. And we've got a few things that we can start off with.
I'd like to start off
you had
with
something to do.
Christian news that you didn't know what I meant when I said it in the group chat. Reese, do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. So to add on to Christian's list of atrocities,
Should we do a rundown just for?
Yeah, everybody knows. at this
Everyone
point.
must know at this point, but just
Chris fucked
make
his
it a
mom.
yeah, Christian
Christian
raped a 84-year-old woman with dementia.
Yes, multiple times
Yeah.
over a long period of time.
And this week, it's Saturday, so yeah, this week, I learned that Christian faked being trans in order to get with lesbian women.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, in every Instagram comment section, you're seeing shit like that, like where
Yeah.
everyone was. So he came out and admitted it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he's. That solves the whole pronoun issue, I guess.
Yeah.
It is a he.
It wasn't really an issue. Like, every time I saw somebody arguing about it in the comment section, I was like, Christian deserves no respect, so
yeah.
it's just whatever
true.
you're used to saying at this point.
Yep. But yeah, the most documented person on the world.
Wow.
Finally, his history comes to an end.
Finally,
Hopefully.
finally got his fucking shit wet, and now he's behind.
Man, don't
now he's behind
fucking
bars.
say shit
that,
like
was,
that.
that was his whole goal. That was his whole goal. That's why he did it. That's why he went there. You'll not
Yeah.
been following Christian Lord. That's why he's had so many trolls and shit. It's because he's just been trying to get the easy ticket out of getting laid, and he's gone this far.
Yeah.
He fucking was so down bad that he would rather, instead of just live out his days with his internet fame, people just kind of giving him money every once in a while, he'd rather go fuck his mom.
And,
Yep.
and like he tried to put it as a whole thing, like he was helping, you know.
Yeah.
I was,
So it's
it's
even
channeling
more
my,
fucking-
my, my, I
My
was meditating
inner fucking
and
energy.
channeling my positive vibes into my penis.
Right into my
And-
glorious cock.
Well, Christian obviously has a very skewed vision of how the world works.
Christian
Yeah.
has a very skewed penis.
So
It's crooked.
It's
like,
a fucking corkscrew.
can you figure out, Reese, you're the farthest away, can you figure out how old Christian is?
39.
39.
39.
Do you
So-
know that for sure? Do you know
Yeah.
that as a fact?
I thought it was
Alright.
37.
No, 39.
Well, so
Okay.
he was probably around. He was being first documented what, like early
Oh,
thousands.
2001.
20 20 years ago.
2001, so
it's been 20 years.
he was about what
19.
19 when he started his whole journey on the internet.
Yep.
And I mean, I guess when someone of that caliber is put in that position where they're constantly fucked with on the daily basis, but just doesn't know how to quit the internet and leave their newfound fame, well, more like infamy than fame. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Christian's entire internet existence it's 100% the entire time. It's everybody's laughing at Christian.
yep.
That's how it's always been because he's like, it's the way that Christian is because he has autism is that he doesn't understand the concept of like not feeding into people's shit, and when that's just perfect for trolls because the entire idea is reciprocating bullshit. So that's why Christian lasted 20 years.
Yeah.
Christian
Yeah, he
Christian
also-
was on the internet before YouTube. What was the
Angel Fire.
Angel Fire? Yeah.
Yeah.
He also had the Sonichu series.
Yeah,
also
Sonichu.
he thrived off of that for a long time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He-
Well,
and he finished it just weeks before
yep.
the whole
Wow.
incident. Yeah.
Golly, I bet that'd be a fucking trip to read.
Oh,
It's gotta
probably.
be archived somewhere, and I bet it'd be fucking.
No, they you can buy it.
Oh,
Like
boy.
it's
The
like
book,
it's published.
a new fucking star for my shelf.
Have y'all
No.
not seen the Warhol novel about
No.
Christian? Andy Warhol made a fucking some kind of book about Christian.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
That's
a book you
fucking-
can buy it, and I think to get like Sonichu, I think it's all done digital now.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it's just somewhere on the internet you can
Yeah.
purchase it or even just read it. I don't know.
Stinky Steve.
Yeah.
There's like 80 Stinky Steve books, aren't there?
I'm about to look it up.
Yeah.
Hey, while I'm doing that, could you crawl over there and give me the fuck pillow so I can put my back on?
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta take my shoes off first.
The thing about the Sonichu series is you could kind of get Christian's mood or mindset at the time.
He
At
very
one-
much channeled his emotions and current happenings into that.
Yeah, there were characters based off of his mother, his father, family members and shit like that. And I think at one time I don't know, something happened to where he just started killing off characters for no reason.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Christian just started killing people.
That's really scary. Like the idea that.
Get closer to the damn
I'm on my way, but I really like the idea that Christian starts killing off characters in his books, and then their real life counterparts start dying,
Yeah.
and nobody knows why.
Like they aren't murdered either. They die of completely natural causes.
I love the idea of that.
Complete fucking eraser marks. It's just
Yeah.
one big eraser.
Christian's life is Eraserhead,
Yeah.
especially recently.
If I could change the subject. Speaking of autism, and I can say this because we're all on the spectrum, it's how it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found today an Instagram post from an account called Black Pilled Radio,
Oh boy.
and it was this picture of this woman holding up a sign that was like,
Oh, was it the one that was you can probably remember
it was
that.
something like, I can't believe there's people who still
Oh.
believe in this virus.
You know,
Yeah.
that still believe this is about a virus.
Yeah.
And there were people in the comment section, the whole thing was filled with people who are like, yeah, I can't believe it either. The people who still believe in this virus are idiots and stuff like that. And I went into it because I just knew I wanted to start some trouble. I woke up
Yeah.
that day knowing I was going to start some arguments in Instagram comment sections.
You chose violence. As they say.
Normally I do that about hockey because hockey arguments are always lighthearted, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always just about some people who play a sport and might be drafted on the same team later that year. It doesn't matter.
Might make a few bets against their team and throw the game.
I'll probably go into that later, even though none of you care. But in this comment section, I started it off with saying I found the dumb fuck convention,
Yeah.
and then people came in just arguing with me about it, and it was just hilarious. It was genuinely one of the most fun arguments I've ever had because they were all completely serious and had no idea what the fuck they were talking about.
Great, that's awesome.
It was hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah, people that. Oh, I can't believe people still believe in this virus. The virus isn't made up. I had that shit. It wasn't life threatening for me, but it still was pretty shitty to
It was
have.
life threatening for other people. My
Yeah.
parents know a family who had a kid die from coronavirus.
Yeah. It's not a fucking. It's not a conspiracy that it's around. It's here.
You know, we did exactly what Super Mega Cast. We're garbage now because we've already gotten political. It's over.
That's what you get for fucking putting me in the podcast.
Totally over.
Oh well. I mean, we're not really talking about politics, more as black-pilled Instagram.
We're talking
Yeah.
about a thing that shouldn't be political, which
Yeah.
random
Yeah.
people made political for
This-
no fucking reason.
All right, guys,
Yeah.
we're changing the podcast from Chrome to the Black Pill podcast.
The Black Pill Podcast.
Black-pilled podcast.
The black pilled.
I vote against that.
Black Pill Gamer Extravaganza.
Yeah.
the black pilled. I got
To give context about Evan saying the guy who bet on his own games, there's this hockey player for the Sharks who is called Evander Kane, and I used to like him. He used to be a pretty good player, and all of a sudden this year he sucks out of nowhere, And then at the very end of the year, a little bit after the finals happened, it comes out that he was betting against his own team and then throwing games.
Damn.
And his wife left him. His team doesn't want him back. He probably ended his career
Was
in the
that
NHL
before
and
or
his
after
marriage.
he started doing that? That his wife left him.
The whole story is, well, now I don't have to fucking go into it. I was just getting it out of the air, but now I have to go into it.
Well, I mean, we got plenty of time.
Evander Kane was betting against himself and trying to throw games. And a lot of the time, he would just use that money, he would just spend it on random stuff. He'd just
Yeah.
blow it. And his
Okay.
wife wasn't getting any of it. He made his wife move out of his house, which they have multiple. He's a hockey player.
Yeah.
So he made his wife move out, and she wasn't getting any of this. And she had to, like, actually get a job and start doing her own thing. So she was just like, why am I sitting here, not allowed to live in my own house, and
Yeah.
not telling everybody about the fact that my husband is betting against his own games and throwing them?
Yeah.
So she just went to the NHL, was like, this is what he's doing. And he hasn't denied it, because he knows that if he does, there's going to be
Yeah.
proof.
It's
Yeah.
totally fucking over with already.
So he ended his marriage, he ended his career with the NHL, all at the end of the season that he lost. So
Man, like, did he just hate his fucking wife? Like, you're a rich hockey player who's getting even more money because you're, betting
Crooked.
against yourself and throwing.
Right.
But
well, he
like,
was blowing so much money, not only on just betting against himself, but on just random extravagant things, that his wife couldn't afford baby formula
Damn.
for their
They got a
kid.
fucking kid. Golly, grow
Evander
the fuck
Kane,
up.
everybody used to love Evander Kane. Well, they used to like
Don't
him,
get the magnets.
and then it came out that he was just a huge asshole.
Yeah, like, golly, I get maybe coming out of college playing like professional sports, maybe you don't grow up as
Yeah.
quick, but fuck, man, you got a wife and kid and you're making this much money, just fucking ride it out until you retire. Like,
Yeah.
shit, man.
Well, now we have to.
Yeah.
He's not going
And
anywhere.
now he's not gonna have money, apparently.
He's in too high of a tax bracket now.
Yep.
He's gonna die. The American ecosystem's gonna eat him alive.
No, Tommy, no.
All right, next topic. Now we're going to talk about how much Markiplier merch Evan buys each year. It's a serious problem.
It's an
It's
issue.
it's alarming. I'm gonna say, like,
I know about the
I'd like to let the people know that this is slander.
He
Look,
has
look,
a big
look,
fucking
look,
mustache
slander.
hanging off the
Okay,
front of his
we-
car.
okay,
He has a
we know
replaceable bumper.
Okay, the posters, the few T-shirts were fine, but we know about the hidden stash, dude. We've
know about the
been on the other side of that trailer. We know what's in there.
The hidden pink stuff.
The hidden pink stash, piece of Markiplier's hair.
Evan.
A tuft of Markiplier's
Evan,
red hair.
Evan, I'm gonna go on record. You've said to me before that you like to think of your car without the bumper and the mustache as your own big ass Markiplier that has no jaw. You've said this to me before.
How am I supposed to fucking react to this?
Evan has-
how am I supposed to
Markiplier.
respond to
Evan-
this
Evan-
blatant fucking lies you're spreading about me?
Evan has a Markiplier
You know how you
real
were-
doll.
Yep.
You know how you respond to it? Admit it.
All right, Evan, you're at the stage of denial.
That's why we brought you here today.
Fucking-
I've
I
seen-
guess so. I guess
caught,
so.
I've caught Evan drawing Steppenflyer porn.
Oh no.
I've seen it
Man,
happen.
if I could draw that shit, I would have a bumper
you
by
have
now.
money, right?
Yeah.
I would have the bumper now.
Make it
Yeah, I
bang.
have
You could have a
money.
new car, man.
Yeah.
Markiplier rap, dude.
Markiplier up.
Get a Markiplier
If I
rap.
could, if I could
Boy in
fucking
a
draw
band would make
porn.
it.
Oh boy, talking about drawing porn. That's a funny story, isn't it, Tommy?
I'm not gonna talk about
Come
that.
on, bro.
Oh wait, which story? That folder?
Folder,
Oh
yeah.
fuck yeah, that story. So a long time ago, I'm gonna say 5 years ago, I was living in a house with my brother back, because we were both not 18, and I'm looking in my brother's room and I want his DS because I want to play Zelda. I want to play his fucking Legend of Zelda game on his DS, and I'm looking around and it's nowhere to be found. It's nowhere. And I'm like, oh boy, I gotta look in the closet and see if it's there. I look in the closet, the game isn't there, and I start rooting around and shit. And I was like, I gotta fucking find this video game. And I see a green binder, and I literally thought to myself, what if there's a bunch of porn in this binder? And I find this binder, I open it up, there's about 100 pages of hentai that is hand drawn. And it, like, I see this and I go fucking insane. I'm literally like,
And then he went,
what the fuck? This is completely.
Individual gags, the
This is
podcast.
yeah. We don't have a camera, and so over the course of a long time, like pages start going missing, and I kept one under my pillow like I was a fucking prisoner.
So here's the way Tommy explained it to me: is that every once in a while he'd go into his brother's room, snatch one of the pieces of paper, look at it for however long, and then just shove it up under something.
Here's the thing: is I never beat off to any of it. It doesn't really matter, but to be truthful, I didn't know what beating off was at the time.
that's how you like form a new synapse.
Yeah.
You see something like that at a young age, and then you remember it like when
Yeah.
you hit that awkward age.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's how it was for me.
But, yeah, and the fucking after all this, well, the reason I would throw them all out is I would be looking at one and I'll have
no,
it hidden
you
somewhere.
wouldn't throw them out. You'd fucking shove them up under the TV or something.
Well, yeah,
Flush
I mean-
one at one point.
No. That's the thing is, if I ever like, it was like I was moving drugs. I would be like, oh, they're getting kind of close. They might find it, and then I would fucking like shred it up or fucking flush it down the toilet.
When you just throw it in the trash, put it up under some trash in the trash can.
I was too smart and not smart enough for
Y'all
that.
ever flush popsicle sticks?
Yeah,
No.
it's
They
like-
don't go
they don't-
down.
they don't go down.
They don't go down.
What are you trying to hide, bro?
So-
Who's gonna get on your ass for eating pops?
No. That's the thing. So when I was young, we lived at a place that had a pool for a minute.
Yeah.
And our relatives got a pool. And the next thing you know, I'm just swimming left and fucking right, everywhere I go, and fucking we'd get popsicles and shit like that, and I would like go take a piss or something, and then after I'm done eating the popsicle, like if it were timed right, just where I finished pissing, I just throw it in there and flush it.
Yeah.
And like one day I did that just at my house because I was just being fucking lazy, and my mom came in my room and yelled at me and beat the shit out of me. Beat my fucking ass.
Who the fuck flushed the damn pineapple? Oh, fuck.
Pineapple.
Pineapple
Damn
fuck.
pineapple steaks.
Oh yeah,
Man,
when you look up Stinky Steve, this is from earlier in the podcast. When you look up Stinky Steve books on Google, the first thing that come up is a movie called Among Us. I don't know why.
What?
I don't know, but
I'm looking up for specifically Stinky Steve books, and I'm not looking for a movie called Among Us. That's for sure.
so to end this story that I started, it all came to a crash because I hid one under my pillow like a prisoner. I had it folded up so I would look at it before I went to bed. 'Cause I was like 12, and my brother comes in and we're fucking around and he flops down on my bed and he fucking like puts his hands behind his head under the pillow and he fucking reaches under there and me and him have a fucking like a tussle back and forth and we're fucking eventually he has it like it's in both of our hands like I'm trying to keep it from getting it. And he goes, I won't tell Mom if you just let me see it. Because he didn't know what it was. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was freaking the fuck out. So he takes both of them and he goes back to his room. And after a little while, he comes back to my room and he's like, where's the rest of them? And I was like, I don't have any more of them. They're gone. I don't have them. And he's like, okay. And then my mom came home like 30 minutes later. And we both met in the kitchen. Me and him lived on opposite sides of the house at this point. And we, like, locked eyes coming down the hall towards each other, and we never said a word about it again.
Have you still not ever?
I still haven't talked to him about it.
We have to at some point.
I have to at some point. I would rather do it in person, but anytime I do, he's with his girlfriend, so I don't know about that.
Golly,
Can you do it when we're around?
Uh-huh.
Do you know him to be an artist? I feel like I've asked him this before.
I feel like I've seen him draw,
I don't remember him
but
drawing
I've never
very much.
specifically
so
remembered.
there are multiple like explanations to why he had a folder full of wasn't it Naruto fucking,
It was yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
but either he drew it himself and was just collecting them, or he, for some reason in the early thousands, commissioned somebody to draw.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because he would have been like around people in like high school,
Yeah.
and he would have been like, "You can draw
Draw me
these
porn."
cartoon characters, please, for me."
Yeah.
I can see it
And that's
happening.
why I was like, "Where's the rest?"
Yeah, that's the thing.
He paid for it, man. He
Yeah,
wants that
it-
shit
I
back.
I pulled a fucking Breaking Bad. I pulled
Yeah.
it right before he was about to sell all the product. I fucking got rid of it so the season had to continue.
Yeah, like that type of shit. It wasn't like any sort of drawing or even like a magazine for me. It was the fucking open internet that I had access to
Yep.
for all my life.
Yep.
I've seen a lot of things on the internet that I'm not proud of.
Same.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember talking to you about it the first time you told me about it. It was fucking oh boy, because we had a discussion. It's like, dude, what if Jay is like a fucking professional porn artist every time?
Yeah.
Just does commissions. I don't know. I think we noticed he'd be fucking pulling up in a damn Rolls Royce or some shit.
Yeah. Because as you know, anybody who does things on the internet is making $40 million a week.
Yes. Them people that want their porn will pay top dollar for it.
Except for some reason, Damon went on Fiverr. I don't know if you were waiting for that either.
I was there.
Okay.
I saw that.
Damon went on Fiverr and paid somebody to draw me, and I think he must have sent them a picture of me because I wasn't wearing my glasses,
Yeah.
but my hair was accurate. So I think that he sent him a picture of me without my glasses on, and they drew me, and it's like, it's pretty good. It's okay. If I was wearing glasses, it'd be better.
Yeah.
But they put the lesbian flag behind me.
I don't think Damon knows what that is.
He does because I told him, because I made him change his profile picture to Doug Walker with the lesbian flag.
Yeah.
You didn't
Oh.
make him. He did that on his own.
No, I told him to, but he did it. Well, like I say, oh yeah, the worst part is they drew me in a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I never wear just a t-shirt. I refuse to. And that is the most insulting part of it, is the fact that they drew me in a t-shirt.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say is, like, I can't believe they did that for $5.
Yeah.
You just commissioned a personalized art piece for $5? That's hard to do.
If you could, would you yell at the artist in their face?
I bet what it was, the artist had like a template
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
put together already.
It's probably like a really formalized thing.
I've seen some where they have like many templates, and they just they just choose a random one every
Yeah.
time.
So, on a different note, I've been thinking about this because I'm really excited. It is pretty much 100% confirmed at this point that 4 of the 5 people in this room are all going to a Slipknot show.
We're going to see Slipknot, Killswitch Engaged. We thought it was Trivium, but
Thought it was trivia.
that's Trivium signed on the same record as Megadeth, and then it's Fever 333 and Code Orange.
Hold
Yeah.
on. 4 of the 5.
You mean 3 of the 4.
3 of the 4.
Yeah.
I thought the fucking computer was a person. I counted heads and I fucking counted 3 here. They're fucking
Yeah.
shit.
If you want to get a good read on the room, 3 of them, not including me, are going to a Slipknot concert, and I am going to a Jimmy Buffett concert.
Yeah.
So that's a good read of
Which-
the room.
I would say pretty hand in hand. I wouldn't mind seeing Jimmy Buffett.
Oh yeah.
That'd be pretty
It'd be cool to see. Be a bunch of 40-year-old, 50-year-old potheads hanging around.
Yep.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, and like Suicide Boys and a few other people on that Grey 5'9" record thing are playing in Birmingham. I thought about going to it, but it's
Yeah.
just it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same as like a band playing.
Now,
Yeah.
the main difference in the Slipknot Jimmy Buffett concert, other than the music that's going to be playing, is what the audience is going to be doing. At the
Yeah.
Slipknot concert, people are going to be standing up. The people are going to be jumping around the pit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know
that's
if a
the-
mosh is going to start. because
that's
I don't
gonna
know.
be-
I really
No,
hope
there's gonna-
so.
That's
Gotta
gonna
be
be the
one.
people in the front. We're at like the seating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're in the actual seating.
Well, last
Well, I
time I
don't
went
think there
to-
actually was a floor section.
No,
No,
not really.
Yeah, no.
At the amphitheater?
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
right.
at the
It's
front.
in Pelham.
Oh, then I
Yeah,
don't know what it is.
it's not around here.
Yeah, it's that front area. I don't
Yeah.
think there's seats in that part. I don't remember.
Nah,
I
I
can-
think there's seats. I looked at the thing. I don't remember seeing anywhere that looked like something like that. could start.
I don't
Except for the fucking party decks.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
just-
only thing
I don't get why they'd have seats at a concert like that. Anyway,
Well, at a
it's an
Slipknot
amphitheater.
concert, everybody's going to be standing up. If there's a pit, there's probably going to be a mosh.
Yeah.
At the Jimmy Buffett concert, everybody's gonna be sitting down.
Dude, I can
People are
watch
gonna be
at a Jimmy
sneaking
Buffett
joints to each
concert.
other left and right.
Yeah.
And I bet in the pit, people bring fucking football fold-out chairs. Nobody's gonna want to stand up for that concert.
Yeah, no, it's a slow Jimmy Buffett concert. Like, I remember it'd probably be about the same as the only other concert I've ever been to was a Rod Stewart concert.
I'm jealous of that.
Yeah, he's a really good musician, and the concert was nice. I started falling asleep halfway through
Yeah,
because of just the bass tones, and it wasn't songs that I knew.
yeah.
So I started falling asleep. But then he brought out these women playing this like violins and like cellos and stuff. And no,
I just
don't
wanna-
do that. But like, and it started getting interesting. Like, he hadn't sung any of his hits at that point, but the
Yeah.
person I was with, my aunt, she was the one that had taken me. She was like, "All right, we're leaving," and I'm like, "What? Why?" She's like, "Oh, we're gonna beat traffic. We're getting out of here." I'm like, "No."
Yeah.
What the fuck do you pay for these tickets for? I want to see the whole damn show.
That's-
And as we were walking back to the car, he started playing fucking Maggie and like Hot Legs, all his fucking hits, like the rockin' songs, you know. And I'm like,
Motown song. That's like his best song.
yeah,
Man.
it just really pissed me off because that was the first concert I had ever been to.
Yeah.
Like,
First concert I ever been to was Kelly Clarkson. I hated it.
yeah,
Second concert I ever went to was Boston and Kansas.
Ooh.
And it was
Wow.
fucking incredible.
Damn, that's a big step up.
I almost, my aunt, she got in a wreck and the concert got canceled because their bassist died. But I almost went to go see ZZ Top
Yeah.
it would have been a couple of days ago.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I've been to a few concerts, but like the biggest one I went to was Rockville in 2017. They had like Tool, Danzig, fucking
What, you saw Danzig?
White Zombie. Yeah, it was a 3-day festival, but I don't
Really?
remember any of it.
What the
'Cause
fuck?
yeah, but there were a lot of times where it was like early in the day, and we wanted to come back at night. So we'd go out and get supplies to party, and then we'd party at the hotel that's not too far away from the festival, and then we go walk to it.
Yeah.
That was
I'd love to go to a music festival.
I would-
or a rock fest or some shit.
I would want to go to a festival that I can bring a tent to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The only concert that I've been to at all at this point, yeah, I kind of like it. It's very aesthetic. It's very vintage in a way. Because essentially what it was is my mom snuck me to the into the back patio area of the Druid City Bar, and I watched a band called the Golden Monica play for about an hour, and it was a really good time because of the like arrangement and shit, and you could essentially it was like it's the back of a bar, so you could just fucking walk up and like start touching them and shit if you wanted to get close enough.
You just ran up and started fucking feeling all up and down the singer.
Oh yeah,
Give him a little squeeze.
it was great because there's this guy named Larry, I'm pretty sure, and he plays auxiliary percussion for him. He plays like the fucking congas and bongos
Yeah.
and shit. And my mom's like, he's been known to get drunk and just start going fucking ham on the congas and all
That
that
reminds
shit.
me of the fucking.
Was it the fucking guy?
The
Was it the fucking guy?
I fucking I meant
You're the guy
to. So,
up here playing the bong.
I'm up here. He said nothing
It's-
yet. I'm drunk.
Oh
It's,
yeah.
I haven't asked my mom about that, but I really want to.
you gotta like show her that picture and just be like, "Yep, that's him."
That's the guy. That's Larry.
God, that'd be fucking
If
crazy.
she knew him, that would be
Paul,
like
I think his
my
name
mom
was.
going to school with Butterbean.
Yeah, your mom went to school with Butterbean.
There's a good chance. I'm not entirely sure about
How does a
that.
bean grow that big?
That's a good point.
Big Bean.
So here's a topic we could talk about. Recently, we watched. Well, I watched 2 of them, but they all watched all 3 of the Jackass movies over the span of like a month.
Oh yeah.
And that was
Maybe like a week and a half.
yeah. But I don't know. We watched them in preparation. The new movie's coming out sometime in the next like year and a half, I guess.
Yeah.
But those were all really fucking fun trips of movies.
Yeah.
Like.
I fucking loved it when Steve-O got bit in the eye by that leech.
That I did.
I did
They both
like
left. for
We
that part.
both.
I
yeah,
never
we
watched
left.
it. It wasn't that bad.
I don't care, man.
Wait, was that 1 or 2?
That was 2.
Oh, I wasn't here.
The like fucking they got worse as they went on. I think.
Worse in what way? Like enjoyment wise?
God, I
Like
think
they.
honestly, I think the worst was when Steve-O got launched in the shit rocket. Fucking.
Well,
I don't know.
body.
Shit
the-
Mountain was the fucking worst for me. That
Well,
one I just couldn't
The
do.
way that I mean it is the first one was just really fun to watch the entire
Yeah.
time. The second one was the most just like, this is fucking depraved. This is disgusting.
The third one got
And
even
then-
worse.
And then 3 was the highest production, so they just did a bunch of really outrageous shit.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
But the first one, it was all pretty much enjoyable, except for when they start fucking
Shit.
paper cutting
Oh,
Steve-O's.
That was the worst one.
Yeah, Steve-O's fucking webbings of his own fingers and toes. That
And
shit
then
was so
He
bad.
did his tongue, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's just torture. Like,
what
No,
torture
they
if you do
opened
it
up his
yourself.
mouth.
Ah.
They did his sides of his
Awful.
mouth. That shit was so bad. Ugh.
It sucks.
So, in September, was it September? I can't remember. It's in a couple months from now. I will be going to a convention for an anime that I do not watch.
Great.
And I think it'll be fun to go, but I don't know if I should watch the anime or not.
you should. It's not very good.
I don't know if you should
Watch that one. And so he's going to.
the Alabama My Hero convention. It's a convention for fucking My Hero Academia, the anime. And he's getting drug along by someone who really likes that show, so
Now, he will be listening to this podcast,
yeah.
so you can't say too much.
Personally,
Well, that's-
I think it's kind of. It's not my anime. I don't
Well,
particularly.
it's not
like
mine
it.
either. I haven't fucking watched it.
I mean,
I know there's a
some-
kid with green hair, and that's all I know.
Something like that. It's in Alabama, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Something like that in Alabama doesn't really happen too often. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I would go.
If
I
it
were-
was convenient, I'd go just to like I'm not too keen on that fandom. Like it's not a terrible show, but it's just not my cup of tea.
I would go just to go if there weren't like a. Well, it's kind of a semi-serious pandemic now. People are still kind of stupid.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean,
It's
I don't really.
I got
Saying
my
that
card
we're-
anymore. I got my card, so.
Yeah, you're vaccinated.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get vaccinated soon. Just since school started.
I will whenever I can, I guess.
If I don't need to, I'm not gonna. Just don't care.
Yeah.
Names the bricks.
Yep. Nothing really political reason I'm
I'm
not
a lazy
getting-
sack of shit.
Yeah, same.
That's how it is.
And I don't go very many places anyway. So
You're graduated. However, the rest of us are going into our senior year in about 6 days.
yeah,
So that's something.
it's gonna be
5 days.
It's gonna be pretty shitty, honestly.
I'm-
Start on a fucking Thursday.
On a
Well,
they always
here's-
start on Thursday.
Here's the I'm optimistic because we haven't done shit the last 2.5 months. Well, the last year and a half.
The only thing
Year and a
like,
half.
The only thing is like we're not gonna have the same classes together.
So
Yeah.
it's just kind of gonna be boring because I don't fucking talk to anybody at school.
Yeah.
Other than
I mean-
Dan, I never had any classes with you guys.
Yeah.
All of my
You're a
friends,
grade.
all of my friends in high school were either in your guys' grade or seniors. I never
Yeah.
hung out with people in my own grade for some reason, even though they were all chill.
Yeah,
Fucking like going into it, it doesn't really matter if we have classes together because we're all only going to be going half the day anyway, for the most part.
well,
Yeah,
that's the
that's-
thing. I don't think we can leave early.
Well, you didn't you say you could show up late because
Yeah,
of the
I don't-
class arrangements?
Yeah, I think so. If you can manage that, but I don't know.
I don't care if I get a fucking job. They're just gonna have to deal with it. Deal with me either getting out half the day or showing up the other half. I
Yeah.
don't care.
I had a dream last night that I was in high school,
Yeah,
which is the first of probably many dreams that I will have that I'm back in high school. But it wasn't bad at all. Normally, when you hear people tell stories about they had a dream they were back in high school, it's a nightmare. But I had a dream that for some reason I was in, I think it was Garner's classroom, and it was like, it took place over multiple days, but it didn't feel like multiple days. It felt very quick.
Let me show you what you're missing.
what?
Keep going.
But I had a dream that I was like going back and forth to a refrigerated ice rink, and I was learning how to ice skate and like play hockey, and I was really happy about it. And then I'm back and forth between there and Miss Gardner's classroom, just like doing regular classroom stuff. And then Alexander Ovechkin, my favorite hockey player of all time, opens the door dressed like Coach Parrish, and I go, "Ovi, I'm learning how to ice skate." And he looks at me real happy, and I'm like,
Turns around and gets his ass
in my head, in my dream, he's just a teacher
Yeah.
who like knows about hockey.
Yeah.
But then I woke up like right after that, and I was like, "It's fucking Alexander Ovechkin. What the hell? I should have talked to him more."
You know, not to do the meme, but why are your dreams so fucking good?
They're incredible. I like never have nightmares ever.
My dreams are fucking horrible. They're not like nightmares, but I just wake up feeling uneasy.
I have pretty fucking. All of my dreams are really vivid, and normally they're like foreboding. They're all really strange.
Yeah, I've told you all about mine. I just every now and then, every few days, I have a dream where the world's about to end. Like I have 12 hours to live, and I have to do everything like I can in that 12 hours, and it feels like it just flies by, and then I wake up.
When I was a kid, up to when I was like just getting out of middle school, all of my dreams were nightmares about killing people. So I think that sort of was so bad because I always woke up terrified, and I like felt really bad for the whole day. That was so bad that now it's completely flipped over, and I can only have good dreams where I'm like meeting my heroes and shit.
You
Man.
spent all your bad
I
dreams.
spent all my bad dreams, and it was great. Well, it wasn't great back then.
I
It was awful.
don't dream very much often. I think it's because I don't sleep very well in general, and I don't sleep much like at night. I just have really bad sleeping habits. But when I do dream, it's always like like I never wake up like uneasy or scared. Even if it's something like scary, I'll just be like, oh, that was a dream. But most of them are just kind of middle of the road, just fucking weird. Like I can't think of any examples right now, but yeah, none of them are like particularly like, oh, fucking that was a good dream.
Best ones are sex dreams.
No, the best one was meeting
No,
Alexander.
no,
I woke
no,
up.
no.
I woke
best-
up and I was like, I want to learn how to ice skate right now. I
Yeah.
was
The best
so
ones
excited.
for me have always been the sex dreams.
Yeah, well, one of the last sex dreams I had, I guess I'll tell it.
Yeah.
That was the last one?
Yeah, it hadn't happened for a while.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's lame, man. That's-
So it was. Everyone knows about sex dreams, you know.
Yeah.
It's a dream where you have sex with someone, and most of the time it's a nice experience. This time it wasn't. I was crushing really hard on this girl in our school, and it was outside of school. It was during COVID lockdown, so and it was at a weird point. Like my whole relationship with that girl got kind of weird. I no longer talk to her, but it was at a weird place, and I was very conflicted about a bunch of things. And this girl, like, she was known to sometimes, like, oh yeah, sometimes I just think I'm more of a he than a she. And that's not a problem. I didn't really give a shit. But down in my subconscious, apparently it gave a shit. Because I had a dream one night that I was with this girl and that we were getting intimate with each other, you know, just making out and stuff like that. And I go and I go to like stick my hand like down her pants or some shit. And then all of a sudden, just an uneasy wave of just like caution hits me, and I'm just
A
like,
wave of cock.
no, not yet. A wave of caution hits me, and like I just feel uneasy, and then I like everything kind of stops, and the girl is just like, do it. You've got to face this. You've got to come to terms with this. And then I do it. I stick my hand down there. It's a dick. There's a dick down there. And then I think I woke up.
Evan, that means you're totally gay.
No, it just means I was scared of the fact that
See, now some people find this as an absolute win.
I would have
some
gone with
people.
it. For
Some
fucking sure, I
people.
would have gone with it.
Yeah, no, I
it.
definitely would have gone with it.
It was just like I said. It was probably just my subconscious being like, yeah, she might transition to a dude one day if you start dating her. And I think that's what my like inner self was thinking about at the time. So yeah, that was the last sex dream I had. It sucked pretty bad.
Yeah. I've never had anything like that happen, but I've had like a sex dream or two where somebody I would just like, never thought that would happen, you know. And then I just feel like, what the fuck, you know, after about like just like the most, you know, people I'd never think of.
Yeah.
All of my sex dreams were with people I don't know.
Just rando.
Oh,
Just like,
I've had
I would
it
be
like
like,
that.
I remember one of them. I was on the back of a moving truck in some trailer park, and some random trailer park lady was having sex with me.
Ones that I have like that where it's a random lady, it's like a line of random ladies.
Yeah.
It's multiple
Yeah.
people, and I'm having a sex binge in my dream.
All of the only common theme in the ones that I've had is that the women in these dreams are completely like strange. Like,
didn't you say
they're-
like
they-
one of them, their skin color was all like?
well, it was okay. So it was to set the scene. It was the middle of the woods in a clearing where my trailer was at the time, and it was one of those completely orange street lamps, and that was the only light. And it was like all dewy on the ground, and this lady appears from the mist, and she's like, you know, she's black, and her nipples are multicolored, neon colors.
Like the fucking
That was-
Terraria paint.
Yeah. Like, that's
you
what
got
it's
visited by a
really-
fucking succubus in your sleep, dude.
I've had a few dreams about hot alien women.
Yeah. All the other ones that I've had have been like, it's just something is strange about the situation.
Did you happen to wake up feeling like drained of energy?
I don't
at
know.
that time?
I was 8. I don't know. Fucking.
Hey, shit.
Well, yeah, I was like 8 or 9, so I probably woke up, ate some apple slices, and got on with it.
Yeah.
That's what I did back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fucking rainbow lady's got some explaining to do.
Yeah.
hmm
I swear that's the type of shit like I'm scared I'm gonna do some like crazy fucking psychedelic one day and then like they're just gonna show up again, you know.
Yeah.
But this time I'm like fully conscious and I can actually like,
Yeah.
see him or some bullshit.
Wow.
Yeah.
One thing I'm scared of most. Because
Everybody
like
likes their sex dreams a lot more than I did. But
I-
people tend to just like sex more than I do.
Well,
I did not like.
Oh, yeah, you did. Again, I would have gone with it.
well, the only other one that I have that I'm not going to talk about, the other two that I'm not going to talk about, they were both really bad and uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, was it with people you knew? Just like.
One of them was someone I knew, one of them was something else. Yeah.
Was it dude?
No. If it was a dude, what the fuck? I would say if it was a dude.
Yeah.
But, in terms of sex and all that, I don't know. It's weird. I wouldn't say that I'm particularly a sexual guy. You know, I don't really care for the most part. But, of the few that I've had, they've always been really wild.
Dreams, that is.
Yeah, the dreams.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to confuse with all the actual real pussy I'm getting.
God, I wish the dreams were like real life.
The Mr. Marsh about a pussy. I'm good.
God,
All I heard was
The absolute zero.
If they had like, if they had like fucking Detroit Become Human technology, I wouldn't even like touch a woman again.
That's happening, dude. That's a
Like,
thing.
That's real.
Like there would be so many like real life dolls that just move around, whatever. And
No,
then,
they
like,
would fucking kill you, man. No way.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, no,
the-
that's a fucking thing now. Nowadays, even now, like, there are men out there that are like, yeah, no, fucking sex toys is better than women. I'm not gonna do it. And it's a legitimate scare that some people have that just people are gonna stop, like, having intercourse and reproducing in the
That'd be
fucking...
good. There's overpopulation.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
overpopulation.
Like the thing about it is like they're like you know the deviant thing from Detroit Become Human. It's like I
Yeah.
wouldn't treat my real life doll bad. I would treat her with respect and care.
If she walked around and talked around, like
If
a
she were a
person.
real woman, I'd
yeah,
treat her like a real
you do that until at one point she's like, yeah, no, I don't really feel like it. And you're just like, what
What?
the fuck? I paid for you.
I would be like, okay, I'll just go find another one. Fuck it, I'm returning it.
I'll I'll go to one of my many other real dolls.
I'll go down to the vault.
I'll go grab fucking Clarice out of the closet. I'm sure she.
Man,
uses
have you all
stretcher
seen the
legs.
video of the dude and his wife that collects
You
sex
told me
dolls?
about that.
It's this like they're over somewhere in Europe and
Of course
they
they are.
they live in like it's the middle of an open fucking field with like one highway right next to them.
Oh wow.
So it's like in the middle of nowhere, this small house, like that's completely fenced in, like in like almost shanty town fucking fence,
Security cameras covering every angle.
The kind of place to where you don't see light in their
Yeah.
house, but it's still like a trailer.
Yeah.
Anyway, you walk in and they've got sex dolls like just lying. They're sitting all over the couch. They're fucking fully dressed. Like their rooms that are covered with like blow up dolls in the boxes.
No,
Like
what I would do, this is where I thought you were going with it. This is something I would actually like to do. I would collect a bunch of life-size sex dolls and like mannequins and stuff, and just have them all out in my yard, just standing around in different positions. So
Yeah,
when people
that-
drive by, they're like, "What the
They're like
fuck?"
lawn gnomes, and
Yeah.
flamingos, and
But
shit.
no, and this isn't a young couple either. It's like these people probably in their 60s or 70s. Like
They're probably
like,
finished. They're weird as fuck.
Yeah,
Finnish
well, no,
people
they
get
they
down.
spoke English, but they were both into it. Or well, the wife was not as into it as the man. The man was the one collecting them,
Okay.
and he swore up and down that he didn't have sex with any of
Yeah,
them.
no.
Yeah,
I don't even have sex with my wife. You think I'm gonna have sex with my wife?
I haven't had a drop in 20
Well, I don't know.
I've been dropping 20 years.
Yeah, no, the woman, she was like too okay with it.
Yeah.
That guy must have had like a fucking 13-inch penis.
Wow.
And fucking service her every night because she was way too okay with like maintaining those dolls.
Wow.
Because anytime you look at one of those TLC like crazy addiction or collection kind of things, like, oh yeah, it takes like 8 hours a day to clean all my fucking collection. Well, I think that's bullshit to begin with, but like the worst part of this dude is that he wouldn't buy them new. He would buy them
wouldn't?
used. He would look for bargains and buy them
Ah,
used.
he's a fucking water
Well, I
person.
guess if he's not using them, if he's just putting clothes
You
on.
know he was fucking using
I mean,
them.
you
No
can
way.
He's got like
clean those
500
things.
of them.
I'm pretty sure you could like use some sort of cleaner and like shove a fucking hose up there and
You know-
drain it all out.
You know why he collects all of them? When him and his wife got married, he realized his wife had gator pussy a little too, just a little too late, and he's been recovering ever since.
She gets really pissed. She comes downstairs. He's like,
She
"You really
comes
get
all
rid of
over
them." It's
the
like,
place.
they look like people. They're people too.
They look like people. They talk like people.
The problem with these kind of collector people is they can't ever keep it in their house.
Yeah.
They
You know,
just
it's
have
not
to
public.
take their fucking
I put my family real dolls on display.
no.
Right
They,
next to the
they, they,
highway.
they take their fucking real doll, put it up. The dude was, I think it might have been because of the TV show was filming them, but the dude was driving with the doll in his fucking passenger seat and the wife in the back.
God damn. No, he's fucking them things.
Listen, bitch,
They
you're
take it out.
backseating this one.
He's dressed up as a fucking British cop, and they're out in front of a police station taking pictures of the doll. And the policeman comes out and is like, "Y'all gotta take this shit.
Y'all
out.
gotta
Yeah, I
go
Y'all
got
gotta get out of here."
What I would do
Uh,
is I would have them all out in the yard, like I explained, and I would have some sort of like solar powered thing on the top of their head, and I'd fill their face with fucking LEDs, so like shine through their eyes and stuff, so people just look at it as like a fucking art installation.
that's
Yeah.
Also,
wild.
the person I'm in a relationship with listens to this podcast, so this section must be fun.
Yeah, this is pretty
Yeah.
wild.
This is the best
The
part.
past fucking 10 minutes of this podcast is probably pretty fun.
Don't worry, Josh. It's
This-
significant other.
This
It only gets better.
this episode's gonna be called "Talk About Sex."
Talking
there-
about sex.
there
We
ain't
can't
no-
bother talk about sex. We start off with Christian.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
There ain't nowhere
Sick
else you can
shit.
find this raw.
Raw, uncut content. There's nowhere else.
Raw, uncut.
We're just fucking raw like that.
We're
You know what
raw.
else is raw and uncut, bro?
What?
My God. Oh, I got a story about that. I'm,
Hold on.
here's the thing. I was circumcised twice as a baby.
Did they fuck it up?
No. Like, so the
Yeah.
first time they go in, and they cut my hoodie off.
They cut your fucking
And they-
glorious crown.
And I gotta put it right, so we come in a week later, And
Get trim.
yeah, they faded my shit up. They juice boxed my cock. Well, the nurse, she looks me up and down. And she
Oh my
says, "Well, this
God.
kid's still got a turtleneck on." So they go back and they finish the job.
Wow.
And now I have a normal penis.
Oh my gosh! So to get away from all this sex talk, Josh, talking about wanting to learn how to ice skate and
I
shit.
fucking love
I've had the just talking to you and a few other times. I've had the sudden want to just play hockey. I've
love
never
to play
played hockey, and there's like
Good luck around here.
yeah, rarely any place to do it around here. But I think it'd be really fun, and I'd love to get into it.
In my dream, I was like instantly good at it. Like I was fucking throwing up ice all over the place.
I was throwing
I was
up.
Sonic from half down the rink.
It was so much fun. And then I saw Alexander Ovechkin. He didn't say a word. And then I woke up. That's the most disappointing part. I wanted to talk to him.
You saw him, and he's like, "I made it! Look!"
Oh,
wait.
you want to know the saddest dream I've ever had?
What's that?
I had a dream that, like, James Hetfield just couldn't play guitar anymore. Like,
Oh.
It's the
his
fucking
arms-
beginning of Space
his
Jam.
arms just didn't work anymore, right? So Metallica's, like, everybody's flipping out. It's like, what's Metallica gonna do? And then next thing you know, I'm joining Metallica as the rhythm guitarist.
Whoa.
And I can remember standing and, like, taking a picture with everybody in Metallica. And when the picture takes, like, the lights flash, and it's just an empty warehouse.
Oh,
That's and I remember it, like, so vividly because I remember being so happy. It's
Yeah.
like, I felt it. Even when I woke up, I just felt the distraught.
that's
when I-
fucking, that's liminal.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That fucked me up for a minute because, like, I seriously woke up and, like, I thought I was, like, in Metallica. I thought that was, like, a real thing that happened.
That's when I woke up. I was like, I'm like currently learning how to ice skate. I met Alexander Ovechkin. When I woke up, I was so excited.
I've had fucking dreams like that because back when I used to skateboard like more than I do now, like I'd have dreams. Like I'd have a dream where I'd just be tearing it up on the park, and it would feel like I was actually
Yeah.
skating and doing all this shit. And I'm like, did I just suddenly fucking like absorb someone's knowledge of skateboarding in my
Sounds
dreams?
nuts.
And fucking like suddenly and now I'm gonna be able to like skate like a badass. I wasn't, by the way. I'm still not very good at skateboarding.
Man,
Well, that's something I'll never do good at.
the only dreams of every single time I've dreamt about skateboarding, it's very telling of what I could do on the skateboard. I would be at a park and I'd be doing what I'm doing. Every single time I fall off the board and I jolt myself away. Every single time. The first time it happened, I was in the middle of history class, and I just I'm going, and then like I step sideways and fucking sling myself off my board, and I go like, and I wake up.
Was this an Atchison?
This happened. No, it was Parrish. It was Parrish.
I remember you doing this like a few times waking up where you'd wake up in like a sudden shock and
Yeah.
be like, oh, alright.
Yeah.
I'll stay
I would do
awake.
that sometimes, but it was always just me like almost falling asleep and getting the
Yeah.
falling feeling. I'd have done
The
close to
I've hit every single time. The 2 times after that, it was after I got back in. Well, I didn't get back into it. I went and skated again for a little bit. And that night, I fucking woke myself up 2 separate times doing that again. And after that, I was just like, is it worth it? Because skateboarding's fun, but I can't sleep,
I'm
man.
losing fucking sleep.
Can't fucking skateboard.
This sounds like a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's become a master at skateboarding, but at what cost?
See, I worry now that if I had continued my Alexander Ovechkin dream, that it would have sort of almost gone down the line of Reese's dream, where like, what if I started and Alex hated me?
Oh,
Like that would have been really upsetting.
I feel like I've had dreams like that.
I never even heard. I walked up. I was like, "Oh, V, I'm learning how to skate." He get this big, ugly smile on his face because if you've seen pictures of him, he's an ugly, ugly man. But he's huge and he's so good at hockey. And I walked up and he had this big, ugly smile on his face. And then I woke up and I was still so excited. Also, Reese just made the shape of a penis
Was
out
mad
out of my
buckyballs.
fucking buckyballs.
He's been trying at that for the last like 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, I
Don't
thought
get those magnets near the fucking computer.
Yeah, you're about to break
Don't
my
be too
laptop.
loud
Yeah,
on the video. They can probably hear
I
it.
thought I could fucking like just lift it up by the tip that I'd made because I just made a regular penis with
Yeah.
it, but that wasn't working out.
What are you asking for?
Don't.
It wasn't working out. Reese has been fucking with him like the whole time. And
What are you about to do?
Tommy's up
oh, that's pretty good views, man.
21. We're
What the fuck?
looking
Since
at
when?
Where'd you? You got some pretty good metric going on.
Yeah.
Good shit.
We're looking at the Searoom last 2 episodes. They have 20. Well, all right, now, why have you posted these?
Why did you post all this shit?
I only posted 2 things.
Yeah, yeah.
They're funny. That's why I posted.
Okay. I was been meaning to ask. Do you mind if I send like the shit we do in parties onto the Chrome?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
The
All right.
thumbnail is what depicts the actual episode, so that if it's just random shit, you can post it.
All
You
right.
don't post anything racist.
Oh, by
Well,
the
that's
way,
the only
uh,
Okay.
a little bit of behind the scenes for our podcast.
Video games.
Well, no, we do, but
Evan doesn't right now.
yeah, my PlayStation's broke. But
Send us money so we can buy him a new one.
Oh, that's a
Uh,
good idea.
yeah,
Mm.
and out of the 21 people, you know, seeing as how it's 21 views on each episode, I'm starting to think that those are people that we know.
They probably
Well,
are.
Somehow.
I've only made 2 people watch the podcast.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
I when I was on the actual YouTube thing, it was on like 8, and I clicked it to see who, like if you can see the accounts. It doesn't let you see the accounts of people.
All right, guys, like
Yeah.
and comment.
See,
comment your name and where you're from and what I don't know, topics you'd like us to talk
How'd
about.
you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
here? And
Yeah,
what
it-
led you to Chrome?
If you don't know who we are in real life, like comment down in the
If you do, please
description.
don't talk to
And
us.
even if you do
No.
know who we are in real
If,
life,
if you know us, just if you see us out in public, do the thing where we make eye contact and then we don't talk about
and
it.
then we block you on all of our platforms.
comment who you would like to see in a dream.
Comment who you'd like to see.
Who's
on
your
Chrome.
OV?
Who's your Alexander Ovechkin?
As far as what I was saying, a little bit of behind the scenes.
How we make this. I am currently our editor for the podcast, and I don't know how to do that. I'm kind of learning how to do it as I go.
If you like the podcast so much you want to edit for us,
Oh yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make sure you use the right picture for the video.
Yeah.
don't expect money.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like the only thing that you needed to change.
None of us have jobs. We won't pay you.
I had a job for a day.
Yeah.
The one who's not here right now, Brian.
Yeah.
Me and him were coworkers for one day,
If,
and
if
I got
you-
fired.
If you share this podcast around, you get other people to listen to it, then we can make money off this podcast.
And then it'll be better, and we'll get a better mic.
We'll be better
This
than
mic
you.
is so bad.
If you want a rundown of our setup right now, we have a kind of shelf coffee table thing, which Tommy's computer and Josh's snowball mic are sitting on, and we're
Josh is
probably.
able.
I am the closest to the mic right now, and I'm still like 2 or 3 feet away from the mic. Reese is about 4 or 5 feet away from the mic. Tommy and Josh are over on his couch, probably another 4 feet over in that direction.
Yeah.
So especially in the last couple of episodes, last 2 only episodes, we've got a pretty shit setup, so
Yeah.
it doesn't sound very good.
Yeah, so send us money right now.
Send us money.
Right now.
Don't send us money.
Yeah,
We
no.
have no way to send this money. It
Yeah,
doesn't-
no.
It's impossible for you to send us money.
So, to get an exact visual of what it all is, as far as recording and hosting, as far as where we're doing it and how we're doing it, is kind of up to me. We're in my house, and we're using my laptop.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe we could switch it up some. Maybe we do an outdoor episode, maybe.
well, we can do an outdoor
It's too
one.
fucking hot.
It's
here.
too
It's too
fucking
yeah,
hot.
that's true. It's
He
too
didn't
hot.
actually-
Well, we've got
August, September, and then October.
Well, we can do
It's still
that
gonna be
later
hot
in the year.
Most October.
Yeah, we can do that later.
It's not gonna be this.
Do a
hot.
fucking camping episode.
Oh yeah, I thought about this at the beginning of the episode. As if you don't know me, and you wouldn't even if you did know me, you would know anyway. the image for me on the podcast, my little guy, is I haven't looked like that in about a year and a half.
Yeah, no.
I
I don't even look like that now.
that's true.
Hey,
But-
you look kind of like that.
I don't have the big fat gators.
No, I put
But I,
that.
I like them. Though.
Yeah. Well, essentially, my hair used to be long. I used to have a beard, and I had different glasses.
Now he's bald.
I shaved my head and shaved my beard. Bought new glasses. I went to the barber again recently, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna grow it out again like that because I thought it looked really good. I'm just gonna get a fade and grow it out the way that I did before. I go in there and I asked for a 4 on the top and fade it into a 2. This bitch gives me a 2 on the top and balds my shit the fuck up. I'm bald now. It's been about a month, so I'm peach fuzz right now. So
Yeah,
It is what it
this
is.
is not the first time Tommy's been bald. Last time he went bald, I shaved him at like 1 in the morning out in front of my house.
and our good friend from Florida came down for a late New Year's party, and that was kind of my second gift to her. She
Yeah.
watched me get bald.
And she also, that same night,
Yeah.
straightened my hair. My little blobus, or whatever the fuck we're going to
Is
call
it
it.
completely accurate?
It is completely accurate, yes. I've got
Yeah.
a big, huge,
Jufro.
big, huge Jewish-looking hair.
He's got a
I have
he's
no
got a BJC.
Big Jew cock.
That's not being racist because there's a heavy chance that I am Jewish.
We have no idea. what
I
it
have.
is.
It's about a fucking. It's equal chance, literally any ethnicity on me.
You
So,
know, that's something that I've never actually thought about that before. You and I are alike in a couple of ways because you and I both don't actually have a biological father.
Yeah,
You have a dad who is your dad
Yeah.
because he's like a really great dude and all
Yeah.
that.
I was raised by a dude who I am very much consider my father, but my biological dad is not anywhere. That's
Evan's dad, his non-biological dad, sounds identical to Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
He also sounds very similar to young.
what?
Lean.
No. Jim Morrison from The Doors.
Oh yeah, that guy. I guess we can go through this whole shebang. My parents, my mom, very sweet woman, fucking best person in my life. I'm very familiar with my dad. I don't talk to him. He lives in Selma, and Selma is literally off of the face of the earth. Literally nowhere. I think the last time I'm gonna talk to my dad in my life is when I turn 18. I'm gonna go claim a 1981 Chevrolet pickup truck, and possibly a Winchester 22 revolver.
And
He's gonna be like, I'll listen to that damn
Go.
podcast.
Listen to that shit, boy. You ain't getting none of this.
you're gonna get the revolver,
You ain't get me on.
get the truck,
You ain't put me on your shit.
you're gonna get it, and you're gonna go rob convenience stores all across the U.S.
It's gonna be in your
Fucking
daddy's
style.
name.
The truck is completely restored. It's like fully leather interior, all that done up. It's got a white to blue pearlescent paint job with 2 blue racing stripes down the front of it.
It's got a Punisher logo on it.
Hell no.
Big fat Punisher logo across the entire car.
No, it doesn't have one of those, but it has a
It's got
MGTOW
a
sticker on the back of it.
It's got a PNG of
Kato getting caught slipping.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck off!
Caught with a straight mustard face.
These
Guys, 200 likes and we'll do that to Evan.
Yeah.
Fuck no, don't like the video.
Have
Hey.
they been? How can we tell? I'll look it up.
Who's next? Who's gonna explain their immediate family?
Uh,
Otherwise, I have a brother and a sister. My brother's a psychopath,
He's
and my
a psycho.
sister is
My dad's
Pretty cool.
psychopath siblings broke up him and my mom. Now I'm here.
Yeah, that's it.
sweet.
I can't confirm Tommy's brother is a psychopath. He lived with me for a short period of time.
He's pretty crazy.
And we all
He's
love
a-
him, but he's
a
crazy.
great guy. He just is a complete nut.
He drank a entire, what was that, like a big,
It was a big
bottle of
Pickle
juice.
jar, old pickle jar
Yeah.
that was left in the back of a car while going down 82, and then spiked it once it was empty
It
on
was-
the.
It was my brother's car. The full story is he brought a jar of pickles into my brother's car and sat in the back seat and ate them. And then he left the jar of pickle juice in the backseat of my brother's car for probably 2 months. And then he got back into the backseat of my brother's car. Was like, "Oh shit, I forgot about this!" And he chugged the entire bottle of 2-month-old vinegar. And then as they were going down 82, probably 60 miles per hour, he throws it out the backseat window and smashes it against the concrete.
And
Yeah.
now, when Tommy says his brother's a psychopath, he means that in a completely loving way.
Yeah.
Completely-
He's a sweet guy.
Completely wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole unless he's in a strapped, sweater. At a psych ward.
Yeah.
Love it.
So why don't we? Oh yeah. Do you want to
Talk
explain
about
your
your parents.
your
my-
dad's an ex hair metal songwriter?
Yeah, he used to be in an 80s hair band. Not hair metal, but like,
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. He has
Fucking rock and
2
roll.
masters in music, and he is a banker. He's an accountant. My mother is the head psychologist of Indian Rivers International. No, just the word national, not international. I always forget. And my brother is a weeaboo, and he's small. And then my grandparents on my father's side, there is my grandfather, who is probably 84 and way too active for his age. He keeps getting himself in trouble. And then his caretaker, we just call my grandmother, and she drives a white truck with the front tag of her truck says White Lightning on it. And my grandparents on my mother's side, my grandfather on her side, is also too active to be the age he is, because he has this huge shop full of hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of tools, and he goes out there and just screws around every single day. And my grandmother on her side has a problem with painkillers, and we don't talk to her parents that much on her side. As for the extended family, I have absolutely no connection to them whatsoever.
Oh
We
my
have lost
gosh,
contact with them.
I'm the same way. My dad, he's technically not blood related to me, but he has raised me since I can remember. Up until the age I was 6, when my parents told me that, I literally didn't have any thoughts about it. I thought he was just my biological dad. So it was pretty easy to just be like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, my dad has 4 or 5 sisters.
Yeah, my mom has. I know Quint, her brother, who drives trucks, and I've told you before, when
Yeah.
there's a big guy, wears overalls, and he has a little goatee, I'm
Yeah.
like, that looks like my uncle. Just like, as you guys know, every big guy looks like my dad to me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But other than that, my mom has, I think, 2 sisters and 1 other brother, who I don't even know the names of.
Yep.
So,
Well, yeah, my dad, he was the youngest out of probably 5 kids, and he had he has 4 sisters. I know of 2, maybe 3. I think I know one of them's name. I think I've met 2 of them. I talked to one of them. Besides that, on my mother's side, I know my aunt and uncle, and then maybe a little bit past that. That's it. I have literally no family connections besides that.
I have a half sister that's 30 that I met for an hour, and I haven't even heard her name or
Yeah.
anything over it since then. I was 6 maybe. And I have a half brother that's about 30 that looks exactly like my dad. Looks nothing. Compared to me and my dad, I look kind of similar, but him, it is identical. I mean, the hair, everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then I have a brother I never met. So yeah, he passed away.
I forgot about my fucking niece, my uncle's daughter.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a few siblings, but they're
She's
not
just-
very interesting.
My niece is just, yeah. When they're that young, they're all the same creature. It's just they watch Frozen and fucking,
Yep.
what's that kid? Ryan's World.
What are you pulling up on the?
I'm actually
See if-
getting stuff
oh.
set up for the Croom thing.
I want to see if we have a like. You guys better be like me.
It's my family side is so fucked up because my mom and my dad got together, and then my mom's younger. He's technically brother by adoption, but another family member had him and didn't take care of him, and he got with someone on my dad's side of the family. and their kids don't even like part of the family that broke my mom and my dad up. They're just all pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes down here to the South, either you know a lot of your family and you're really close to them,
You know
or
a lot of them
you
that
have a
just
lot
don't
of
like.
family and they all fucking hate each other.
Yeah.
They all like they will fucking burn each other's houses down. Fucking hate each other.
Yeah, I with my family is very, very complicated. On my mom's side, for the most part, it's all my mom's side of the family essentially that has the really goes way far back crazy shit. And on my dad's side of the family, one of my grandparents is pretty insane as well. Essentially, on my dad's side, my grandfather, Big Tommy Senior, he's just fucking. I don't really know a lot about him, but he's crazy and all that. And then on my mom's side, I have a very large amount of extended family that are all alcoholic, horrible fucking people.
Yeah.
Really fucking bad people.
So another interesting thing about the family dynamic in down here in the South, you can go back probably 3 generations and find someone who owned slaves.
Yeah.
It's very fucking.
I could probably go back 1 generation and find people who had slaves on my fucking mom's side.
Y'all
Yeah.
know around where I live.
Yeah.
There are places around there where there's marking on trees that are very obviously hanging trees from back in the day. They're
Yeah.
still just chilling.
If you're not from the South, which if you're listening to this, you probably are, because you're probably within
Probably.
direct vicinities of
It's
us.
It's like a
Yeah.
regional thing.
But if you don't know this, sundown towns are real. They exist. Like, not in specifically around us, but they definitely 100%
So
exist.
explain that term real quick.
A sundown town is a town where it seems like a normal town during the day,
Yeah.
and then at night, cops are like, I'm off the clock, and if you're in this town while black at night, you get killed.
Yeah.
And they get away with it.
Yeah, that kind of shit. I've not witnessed it firsthand, and I've not been anywhere where I've noticed that happened. But when we say like talking about Selma, Alabama, actual bumfuck nowhere, we mean
That's
like,
what we're talking about.
barely
Literal.
have fucking electricity. And
Like,
people live there.
the thing is where my dad lives is really nice. He has his own land and shit, and they kind of built the houses there, and they're really nice and shit. But, like, completely fucking, like, nothing.
Selma is The Walking Dead.
Nondescript, gray buildings,
If you want,
70-year-old convenience stores that don't exist anymore. That's it.
yeah, if you want like a picture, like
If you want to see what like a day to day of like being in Alabama is like, I know
Set up the current thing in the power station.
I know Trailer Park Boys, like
That's Canada.
Yeah, that is Canada.
yeah, but
But
like
that's pretty close.
it's very close. Like I know it's like all satire and shit, but like honestly, like a lot of it's not very far off. Like that, like in the middle of that trailer park, I've been in trailer parks in Hillcrest where like I feel like I'm in that spot, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking it's the exact definition of fucking hodunk.
Yeah.
It's a mix between hodunk and the
You can
fucking
zoom the
future.
screen in. I think
Yeah, Tommy and Josh are currently trying to sign in to the.
I'm trying to hack the podcast account.
I have hacking. We're doing it right now.
I just checked on my phone the like ratio.
Yeah.
We have 21 views on our last post and 2 likes.
What the fuck?
One of you I'm dating, so that better be fucking you.
Who's our other fucking kiss ass that we
It's probably somebody I'm dating.
Shit.
not somebody.
We can't date all of you, so just like the video. Goddamn.
Everybody
Okay,
like
look,
the video.
For the right amount of money, we can.
yeah.
But get us more views, and maybe that'll happen.
Holy shit, I'm so blind. I'm so excited for a new pair of glasses because I cannot see shit.
You want to try mine?
Do they zoom? Do they have a zoom feature?
They're pretty fucking strong. Yeah, mine are
No, these
way
do not work.
mine are way stronger than yours.
Those cross my eyes.
How long do we have on this episode?
This
We're
is-
on an hour and 14.
Yeah, this is longer than actually no. Once he edits it, if he decides to cut anything out,
Well, I
he
probably
decides
won't.
to edit it.
Well, I fucking edited.
We
I
can-
edited the last one pretty fucking good. If y'all didn't fucking listen
I
to
listened to it.
I
Listen,
didn't listen to it.
we
I
can
was there for it.
we can we can test out different lengths. People
Yeah.
honestly don't really care how long the podcast is.
Yeah,
They're
what
probably
are-
gonna listen to
People
it.
don't care. There's no one.
What was our
There's
email
no
password?
You want
We can't.
What's up, Ruth?
you want to test out different links, huh?
Did I make it
Yeah.
my cat's name?
No.
I don't know.
Was
I
it
had
a-
written down?
Was it a name?
Yeah. Here, I could.
Yeah, you just
Is
did.
there a
it.
mute button on that mic?
No, we got it figured out.
I don't. I set this up and I don't even remember it.
I'm probably gonna
Glad
use
I
the
fucking
Chrome
wrote it down.
account to watch
I don't remember
YouTube
the
now
number.
because this looks like a pretty.
It was probably 52. Don't
Nah,
remember that.
It's not that one.
Was it 103
That sounds right.
or 203?
We can just edit this out.
You should
This
keep it in your
is
wallet.
Pretty dry.
Yeah. Sorry, another little behind the scenes. Why don't we do this during the middle of the fucking podcast?
Well,
I
I
don't even
wanted,
know
it,
what
I
he's
wanted
doing.
it to be quick so we could go ahead and do it. I was gonna upload the other shit.
We'll do that later.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just cut it out.
Dude, we should get some more goddamn gameplay going. We should get we should try and like find, you know, like how we do with most game clips we have. We should like see how many, like if we got GTA to work, if we had footage of like an hour's long worth of fucking our like old GTA playing,
Yeah.
that'd be very cool.
Everyone that is watching this, comment. Would y'all?
Would you watch our gamer moment?
Yes.
Don't go into it. Don't think right now that we're going to be playing GTA. We're not
Okay, well,
fucking awful.
You know,
Yeah,
we're
We
not.
might play
Please.
GTA, but we're not who you think you
Yeah,
are.
no, we play GTA to fuck around.
It's just a means of which to pass time.
It's
really.
good. It's fun to drive the cars around. We're
We
not
could,
like that.
we could be playing like Siege or something.
We could play the entire
What the fuck are
fucking.
you talking about?
We're definitely not playing Siege. What are you talking about?
Well, I was just saying, it's like we could be playing a game, you know, like a lot worse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'll get a fucking Elgato. We play Skate 2 and 3.
Yes.
We can play
Fuck,
fucking
dude,
the
so
forest all the way
bad.
through.
The Forest.
all the way through.
Because I've never played it.
We're not
I
the way
haven't-
that
I never played it.
I only played it when it was a survival game, not like a
Yeah.
story thing.
if I'm correct, the way that we'll be using it is more a visual aspect rather than a let's
Well,
play.
it would be separate.
we'd
than
be
this.
talking
We wouldn't really
I
have
feel
like,
like-
it wouldn't really be let's play. It would kind of just be like moments, you know, just
Yeah.
cool,
Which
like,
is
I
why
like-
it would be- it would almost be a good idea to do fucking Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
What? Yeah,
Like
like
every now and then be like, hey, could you give me a fucking rake?
kind of yeah, kind of what we're doing right now, or what I'm fucking really trying to do is just upload these 20-second clips of mostly me screaming and one of Brian screaming.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna upload like average day in the Senate and the other thing.
Anyone who's watching this, how would you feel about us posting
How would y'all feel about
basically this, but we're also playing a video game?
So-
It wouldn't be this. The podcast would go on as usual.
Yeah, basically
Separate.
we'll have the podcast, and then the podcast will be every few weeks or so, and then between those weeks we'll have like a few, you know, things of gameplay.
It'll be more frequent now that I've gotten off my ass, and
Yeah.
for those who don't know, we got the first podcast almost immediately put up. It wasn't that hard to
Yeah, we kind of freaked out about it for a second, but it worked.
yeah. But the next one, which I was responsible for editing, I put it editing off for like a month,
Yeah.
and we're just now recording our
third episode or no second.
third episode, second. Why did we fucking name them like that? Why didn't we just call the first
This
one
is
the
this
first
is the
one?
second
Because it was the
episode.
pilot. We were figuring
We
it out.
started off halfway through a conversation about a location that isn't anywhere else but here. So
Yeah.
the first one wasn't good enough to call an episode.
Yeah, this one we're a bit shorter than we normally have for this one, but it still worked because Brian wanted to play.
Yeah, we
Fortnite
never
and
we
never even talked
expanded
to us
it.
about it.
Yeah, we came over here. We just waited all day. Well, not really all day. We waited for a pretty good amount of time watching videos of people get into small traffic accidents.
Some of them
We
were
need
not
to like
small.
we need to like get the laptops charged. We need to like take the laptop and the mic and go knock on Brian's door again and like interview him.
But yeah, we fucking we're waiting around, waiting for Brian to wake up or whatever. We think he's asleep, and like so he can come over here. They go. Brian lives right next to Tommy. They go knock on his door, go in there. He's playing fucking Fortnite with whatever gamer buddies he has, instead of coming over here and
recording a
fucking podcast, doing something, making something. What is he making? Himself a virgin.
Yeah.
Oh, this is mean.
Well, like honestly, I don't know. It's just like I used to be that way where like I would play a lot of games online with people I don't know, and I just can't see the point in it anymore.
Well, Brian knows them people. There was a big chunk of time where we didn't interact with Brian very much because we were in school,
Yeah,
and Brian was not. He was homeschooled.
I get that, but it's just like we have more time than ever now, especially since we're all about to just be out of fucking high school.
Yeah. Got a very decent amount of time, and
I gotta get a fucking job.
yeah.
He's still bent over the fucking mac and cheese thing.
Brian doesn't like food.
Brian doesn't like trying new food.
All right,
He's
guys,
your
this
guy
is-
who goes to a restaurant, like an actual restaurant, orders chicken tenders, and doesn't like it when you put cayenne pepper in your mac and cheese.
All right, this is the episode where we talk shit about
Yeah,
Brian now.
since he's not here, we're gonna be talking shit about Brian.
Yeah.
We fucking hate Brian.
We're gonna start a Brian hate club.
Brian hate. That's the name of the video. Brian hate club.
No, let's talk about sex.
Oh, yeah, talk about sex.
We didn't even talk about. This is our first episode we've gone without mentioning Greg.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
We didn't talk about Greg at all.
Yeah,
He got his update. He got his rental assistance in, but now it's up to his
landlord to do something about it. She hadn't done anything.
It's just the world versus fucking Greg.
Honestly, I want to go beat that bitch up.
Yeah.
They're hurting our
me
friend
off.
Greg.
The thing is, Greg, he's thinking about moving out of California.
It's a good decision. Man.
to-
It's so
yeah,
expensive to
very
live in
much.
California.
But he's going to be moving to Vermont. So that means we could feasibly take a trip up to see Greg. We don't know. None
we
of
wouldn't
us
do it
have-
uninvited.
Yeah, we don't know Greg at all.
We
Yeah,
wouldn't do it
yeah.
uninvited.
I mean,
have to
we
probably-
know Greg,
We know Greg, but,
but
you
not
don't know us.
personally.
We'd probably have to
He doesn't know us.
We probably have to contact like his PR team or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like he's got so lately, he's been talking about he'll go from finally something's being done to the fucking life fucking sucks
He'll be
in the
talking
span
about-
of 2 hours. And
Man, today he posted a picture of an Xbox One decal, which makes it look like an Xbox OG, like OG
the
Xbox.
green see-through original.
And he was talking about is like, I want to get one of these for my Xbox, but I've been playing video games. I've been stuck on this one level for 6 fucking days. This shit sucks just like my useless fucking life, my piece of shit useless life. And I was like, man,
Calm down.
calm
All the
down.
fucking people in my life are gone. This is all fucking garbage.
Greg had
Yeah.
2 people die in his house.
And
And
was-
he
we-
edged
we-
across into the wood where they died.
We've
Yeah.
told this story.
Yeah, we
That's what
told
we
that
definitely
story
told.
last
Yeah,
time.
and like lately he's got this like tool bench thing, and it sits. It's not huge or anything. It's not like a crazy expensive one. It's pretty basic. He's talking about it's like, fucking rental assistance doesn't kick in, and I move, I'll just abandon it. It's like I want to go up there and get that fucking tool bench. I want that guy.
No, dude, it's in fucking California. There'd be no way to get that fucking thing.
Okay, so you're telling me you would let a piece of Greg memorabilia just sit there and rot? You would let that go to waste? He's just
Now
gonna
that you
abandon
say
it.
it.
He's just gonna abandon it. It's
We're
gonna be
letting
lost
Greg
forever.
sit there and rot.
Greg is
We're
letting
gonna
Greg
be
sit there
fucking
and,
take him into our arms, treat him like a big man baby.
Oh, he is very short. You've seen pictures of him.
We can
Oh,
get
yeah,
him
I
a baby
edited-
get up.
I figured out which actor would be perfect to play Greg in a movie, and that's Peter Stormare. They have the same face shape. And I edited Peter Stormare's face over Greg's body.
Yeah, I was able to. I put Greg's Instagram account name in the description of last video. I would have put Kid Party Stars Instagram.
Sucking these
there.
bald tits, you mean? That
Yeah, I would have put that in there, but he changes his Instagram name every 2 days, so I
Yeah.
could not find it.
Yeah, Kid Party Star lately has been. He's about like what 30 something. I don't
He's
know.
Yeah.
definitely not 18.
He's definitely, but lately he's been like, I'm about to turn 18 soon. It's like,
That wasn't even lately. I scrolled back to like months and months ago, and he was like, my 18th birthday.
Hell
18th
yeah.
birthday.
Go get
Yeah.
the squirrel.
yeah, right now his name is Suck on Sweet Bald Tits,
Yeah.
and that's today.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
And
For
for
at
at
least
least
an
1
hour.
hour. For at least 1
That's
hour.
what his name is right now.
Yeah, we gotta put link to his account.
It's hard, man.
It's hard. It could change by the
Could
time
change.
I fucking go look for it.
Well, if we put a link to his Instagram, it'll always go there.
Yeah.
Because
This
who's gonna change their name to Suck on Sweet Bald Tits with a shit ton of fucking underscores
One
in
of
it?
his
Yeah,
fans.
I was talking to Tommy earlier when I was playing zombies. Like I just don't get how he does it. Like, I don't know how he like. Well, I don't understand his like mind process. Like, I like a lot of psychology type shit. So I like the videos where they sit there and like read people
Don't
or
start
whatever.
playing fucking
I'll
Dark
turn the
Souls.
sound. I'm turning the sound all the way down.
Tommy, you're not just about to start
We've already-
playing
Well, I'll
Dark
be
Souls.
talking.
We're at an
We're
hour and
about to
20.
wrap
It's not
up.
a-
All
It's
right,
not a
yeah,
problem.
we'll wrap up. We'll keep it around an hour and a
And,
half. But don't just start
Well,
playing
we're gonna have to
fucking
cut
Dark-
at least a few minutes out.
Yeah.
We straight up if we wanted to. Well, yeah. If we just do what we normally do for whatever games we're playing, we all turn on our fucking party voice.
You know, I
now.
don't. My fucking PlayStation's
Yeah.
dying, dude.
We probably
I can't-
want to do Discord anyways because it's easier to record.
That's
Yeah.
true. Fucking, I know how to use OBS. We could even play. Well, I don't know.
No,
how
we
well
don't
I
want to
could
do G. We
record.
don't want to do Gmod.
You know.
We don't want to record those people.
No.
Well, no, I was just talking about any game in general, but I don't know how my computer running that. Dude, we should record us playing Muck.
Muck.
Yeah, me and
Fucking
You mean
Muck.
Scum?
No,
Yeah.
Muck. It's this free to play. It's made by the people I think that made the Totally Accurate Battle Simulator.
But it's like a survival. And
Yeah.
It's real. It's cool.
Yeah, I
It's
like
fun.
it. It's fun.
But it's like I beat it and it's nothing crazy, but it's very fun.
That is what we should do. Is we should just do random shitty multiplayer Steam games.
Yeah, I've been
That's
fucking
what we should
searching
do.
all over for it. We tried to play this game called Zombie Panic Source, but
Wouldn't work.
yeah, the servers we tried to join just wouldn't work. The ones that did work were full, and they were in fucking like Russia or some shit. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
But, yeah. What should be the last topic that we expound upon for our second episode of podcast?
I don't know.
I think we've kept the flow going pretty decently, except for when
Rate the flow.
rate the
Rate the
flow.
flow.
Yeah,
Rate the flow.
we spitting bars or not? Anyway, I've been getting into crafts, as in like making shit. This is like another thing related to just wanting to make shit.
Evan bought a 3D printer, and he's learned how to 3D print assault rifles. He's about to build an army.
No, don't say that.
No, if you fucking become an actual 3D print nerd,
Fuck no.
damn.
You want to know the only person that I know who owns a 3D printer?
fucking Alex.
Alex. If you-
Alex. Oh,
God damn.
What does the time say on the fucking
127.
27, 28.
Alright, so I'm gonna come fucking look it up later.
The Redditor.
Redditor,
So
yeah,
the
we talked
Redditor has
about
a
it
3D
before.
printer.
What'd you say, 128?
128.
You gotta bleep that out.
Yes.
He's got nothing to fucking lose, man.
Yeah,
He is incredibly rich and he hates it.
It's already so far gone.
yeah. But yeah, I've been getting into making shit. Like I ordered the supplies to make ordered a shit ton of paracord, and I'm gonna lace together a bullwhip.
His workers in the submission.
Evan's the brownest of all of us, so it's okay that he's making a war.
Yeah, it's okay that he's thriving off of it.
I wish you. A chunk of this fucking podcast have just been y'all slandering me. Now, first it's I buy Markiplier.
It's not
rights.
slander if it's true.
It's not true.
That's just how it works, man. I don't make the rules.
Look, we don't make the rules. The
say-
gamers do.
saying you're brown isn't slander. That one is true.
Well, that's not what I was talking about. By the way, I'm not completely brown. I'm just darker
He's
than
just-
everyone else here.
He's slightly brown.
But
All of us are pasty. We're
Evans are
disgustingly
slightly brown
white.
friend.
Yeah, we don't have any. No, we have brown friends, but we don't have any that are on this podcast. We get
We
Leon
are-
here. We get fucking.
Our
We
friend
wouldn't
group
say
would be
anything.
like, imagine if our friend group had like a fucking a fez or some shit.
Yeah, that.
That'd be funny.
Well,
we need to.
Fez is-
Anyway,
What?
like I
It's-
was saying, I've been getting into fucking making shit with my hands, and that's part of this. I'm really enjoying editing these podcast episodes, even though I've only done 2 of them because it just keeps me busy. But one of the things I made was several pairs of nunchucks. One of them's hanging up in Tommy's room right here.
oh, that's a really good story, as a matter of fact, because
We should swing it into the mic.
yeah.
Oh.
So, Evan has a wood burning pan, and I burned in Japanese kanji, right?
Whatever.
Well, I burned in one of the alphabets. I burned the words onto one of them. It was nuts today, and on the other one it was balls tomorrow. And it looks fucking killer.
I
This
should've
shit's
been
awesome.
I showed my stepmom and I told her it was Jeffrey Epstein in Japanese.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was yet. And I was like, I'm not gonna tell her that.
Never mind.
No, never
Should we
mind.
go ahead and,
I was gonna
slow
say I forgot. Well, I was gonna say what was I gonna say, but that's like the worst thing you can do in a podcast. I had to make him edit it out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say if we want to prevent our podcast from getting boring, we should bring on like Mackay.
Mackay.
Yeah.
Somebody really interesting that we know.
Oh, just fucking bring on whoever the fuck. I don't like.
We can go bring on fucking Walker.
We can bring
no,
on.
he'd kill us.
He'd eat the fucking mic.
We
Well,
bring
so-
on.
that shithole.
We've not talked about Walker.
We haven't talked
Holy
about
shit!
Walker.
He's gonna have to be.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
it's not-
had to.
he's gonna have to be
I
the
feel
No,
like
dude,
we
we-
have.
we-
Probably
got-
mentioned them offhand, but not like gone into
He
it.
Yeah.
should be the next big topic we have.
We'll talk about him next episode.
Yeah, somebody write that down. Remember that shit.
You gotta get like a whiteboard where we can just write shit down on it.
That we've
Yeah.
already talked about.
Or
Well,
things that we
just
should
already-
talk
Well,
about.
so,
Yeah.
well, oh yeah. Well, it'll be like a general thing. I could definitely do that. That's not a bad
Get a
idea.
whiteboard and put it right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get one like the size of your wall, so I can draw a real life portrait of Evan.
Yeah. And then you can put that in an episode.
Then it would just be the background.
Oh yeah. I forgot to mention earlier when we were talking about the little things that Josh drew. Josh drew our thumbnail, by the way.
I think
Yeah.
we've mentioned that.
But about the little things we drew, they're all pretty accurate. Tommy's is an older Tommy. Reese is Reese, but with
Fat hoops in my hair.
fat hoops in his ear. Me is 100% me.
Brian is completely accurate.
Brian's
Brian,
accurate.
I was about to talk about that. Brian's is not very accurate. What happened was Brian isn't just a little fucking blob with a
Christmas hat.
with a Christmas hat.
You
and
would
a
think
smiley
that,
face.
but he's really not.
He's
Brian, Josh needed reference pictures for the thumbnail of the podcast to draw it, and he was like, "Everyone send a picture of yourself so that we can so that I can get it
yeah.
and draw it." And I just really quickly had a picture of Brian in a Christmas hat looking really goofy.
Yeah.
So I sent that, and that's why that looks like that. So no, Brian.
You
Brian,
know, Josh, both of the times that you've drawn Brian's likeness, both of which you drew with a Christmas hat on.
That's the
'Cause-
picture.
Well, there was the one where you drew me and Brian both when we both had the Christmas hats on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And-
the emo Christmas.
The
Yeah.
funny one.
the My Chemical Christmas.
Yeah, right. The fucking
All right, I think we ought to go ahead and wrap it up. We're
Evan's getting tired.
That's
Evan-
I was gonna
Fuck
say
you.
that's why
Evan's ready to go home and get wasted.
that's one of the main reasons I drew Brian so poorly. Is he's the last one I drew, and I was fucking tired, so I just drew him like that.
What we should do, I think from now on, is we draw we have the higher detail ones as the thumbnail, and then in the actual episode we have the
I think every
the
like
blobs.
I think
Yeah.
every like 10 or so episodes, maybe we like. Well, no, we should always keep that back like the background.
I
Don't have to.
really like the one that Josh drew. I think
Well, I can always just draw another
It
one.
looks nice.
Hell, we like if we really wanted to spend the time on, or you because I can't draw.
I have that font that says Serum in that color.
I need you to send that to me
Okay.
for editing purposes.
Okay.
Yeah. The story behind the cover image that we have before Josh drew over that, I was napping in C room one day and I was listening to music and the lights were off and I was looking up at the window. I was like, man, I really like the way that looks. I'm gonna like commemorate this. And I took a picture of it and I liked the way that it looked enough to where this is what the cover is for the podcast now.
As well as kind of the you did that little themed opening last time.
Yeah, I remember that. And I fucked it up because I, as always, completely forget what I said 20 seconds ago.
You said Reese twice and then didn't mention Josh. Anyway, how are we gonna end this? Because you tried to end it with just like a fucking scream, but
you want me to do it now?
No.
No? Okay.
Fuck. I'll edit all this out, I guess, but
Not all of it.
Not all of it. We talked
I'll
about
try
some
Parts
of
at the beginning.
yeah, I'll trim it down. But well, we ain't got anyone else new. That's how we ended the last 2 episodes, was having whoever joined us tell something about themselves. Well, I don't fucking know. We're leaving. It's very late at night.
What time is it?
It's like
It's
10. 9:48.
9:23.
9:48. 9:48.
I thought it was like 1 in the fucking morning.
Hell
1 in the
no.
morning. Man, it just goes to show we're all fucked right now. So
I'm in my element.
this is
I'm in my underwear.
I'm in my element right now.
I'm in the elephant.
I'm in an elephant, dude.
I don't fucking know. This is a C-Room fucking signing off or some shit.